In this video, I'm going to give you a quick overview of accounting periods and sub-periods and explain the importance of the settings and let you know what you need to do before you start working on Amanda in earnest. Now, the accounting periods and sub-periods can be accessed via the company menu. Select periods and you'll see we've got accounting periods and sub-periods. I'm going to click onto accounting periods first. Now, when a company is created via the online trial process, two accounting periods will always be set up for you. One is the current period, and you can see there's a little number 1 there. This is what Amanda will put as the default accounting period for the period that you created when you started your trial. And it will create an earlier year period as well. So start day of the accounting period to the end day of the accounting period. And what will happen when you create new periods, there are certain checks in Amanda to make sure that you don't do anything silly like create an overlapping accounting period. For every accounting period there will be a status, and the options are either open, restricted, or closed. Now, the difference between these various statuses are very important because if the accounting period is open, it means that all users authorized to use the finance area can enter transactions. If it's restricted, that means the accounting period transactions can only be entered by a user who has privileged access rights. And if the accounting period is closed, that means that nobody can actually enter any transactions. So what this is useful for is once you finalize an accounting period, if you come along and close it, then that will mean that nobody can enter any transactions by mistake. This default selection here is very important because Amanda will only let you enter transactions in one accounting period at a time. So for example, if you need to go and enter transactions in from an earlier year, and that is going to be covered in a separate video which talks about entering closing balances from the previous accounting period, what you need to do is you need to change the default year, and to do that you just click on it and then you press save, and that would mean that you would be able to enter transactions now for the previous accounting period, providing the status was open. And if you're using sub-periods, again, those sub-periods would need to be open for the date of the transaction. So I'm just going to set that back now to my current year and press save. One last thing I'd like to mention while we're looking at accounting periods is this description field here. Now, there is quite a large amount of text that can display on there, and this text is used in report headings. So for example, the balance sheet and the P&L, Amanda can show two periods, so you just need to check what the text is in this field and change it accordingly. And again, like anything else in Amanda, to save your changes, press the save button. So that's accounting periods. We're going to have a quick look at sub-periods. So again, company menu, periods, sub-periods, and you'll see that when Amanda created this company, the company setup process, the person setting it up has indicated that sub-periods are in use and that they are monthly. You can have sub-periods of monthly, quarterly, 6-monthly, or annually. And to change from one year's set of accounting sub-periods to another, you can use this little drop down here. Okay, you can actually ignore this completely. Larger organizations may well want to have different sub-periods actually physically closed. The only thing you need to do if you're a smaller organization is just make sure that for any period that you want to enter transactions, as well as being an accounting period, there is a sub-period. This should not be a problem because Amanda creates the sub-periods along with the accounting periods. Which reminds me, we just need to quickly go back here because what I haven't discussed is new accounting periods. So to create a new accounting period, all you need to do is click on the new button, give it a unique number, give it a unique from and to date. Remember, it can't be an overlapping period, so 01.01.2014 to 31.12.2014. Now obviously you can have a long accounting period or a short accounting period, they just mustn't overlap. Status will be open, and we won't put the default to that, but we will put 2014. Okay, and I'm just going to quickly show you a report. So let's look at the balance sheet, and you will be able to see that's where those headings are used. Okay, so that covers a general overview of accounting periods and sub-periods. Thank you for watching.